Hey, what's going on, DC Universe addicts? This is Shakespeare here, yet again, give you DC Universe fix. We're gonna finish the series off. So we're gonna take a look at Steppenwolf. This guy came out in Wave 11. He has Figure 7, and he's part of the Collect and Connects series to build and collect and connect to assemble Kilowog, which is pretty decent. I reviewed all these guys. Kilowog will be the next review going up after this review. We'll put it up in a couple hours or so. But yeah, we'll just take a quick look at the figure in the package here. It looks pretty neat. This is the variant of Steppenwolf. The other one that came out was this red version. I think was the original version, but I'm not too sure of the differences between these two. But this guy was a little bit harder to find from what I saw, so I grabbed him, and he was on sale at the time, so that's pretty cool. He does come with a lot of accessories in there. Looks pretty decent. Comes with like a whip, a sword, and like this horn thing, and also a display stand at the bottom there. Because this guy does not come with any limbs of the Collect and Connect series. This is the standalone figure that comes with just a stand. So I already have Kilowog assembled, and he looks freaking awesome. Can't wait to show him to you guys. Okay, so let's take a quick look at the back here. He does have a biography. He's Uncle of Darkseid, so that's pretty cool. So if you wish to read the biography, pause your monitor now. Alright, moving on, we have statistics. If you care to read that, you can pause your monitor now. Alright, so nothing really much else to say about this. It looks pretty cool. Can't wait to open them up. I didn't really like this version at first, but I kind of like it now for some reason. But anyways, I'll get that eventually, and also the variant of Deadman. If there's any other variants or anything like that, let me know, because pretty much I only know there's two variants for those two. Okay, so you know what? Let's just take this guy out of the package and review him and go over him in further detail. Alright guys, let's do this. Alright, and here we have Steppenwolf, the variant, the chase figure. Wow, like what a great figure. Look at this guy. A little obscure looking, a little funny looking, especially with that goofy looking hat. But man, like they did not leave out any detail, any bits and parts on this, any detail, any specks of stuff they could have done. You know, it's a great looking figure, nice costume, nice paint apps. The detail is great, and it's just a really quirky design. But it really works, in my opinion anyway. Very nice looking. Just do a 360 here of the figure. Look at that cape. Just kind of goes over to the one side of the back there, one side of the shoulder. And you have all these pieces all around it, like this band here. Again, that hat is hilarious. I just think it's so funny looking. This guy kind of reminds me of the Pied Piper, you know, like the guy that played the flute. And all, like, I think, what was it, the rats or something like that came along with them, or mice or something like that. But anyways, Steppenwolf. Like I've read, this guy is the father of Darkseid, and that's pretty cool looking. And this is the chase figure, the variant that is out. The original one was like the red and black one and stuff like that. I'll show you a quick picture here. Pretty sweet. And again, this one was a little bit more hard to find since this is the chase figure, so I bought this one seeing the two, and I never saw the other one again, so it's kind of sad. But I kind of like this guy. He's cool, and I like the way he looks, and I like the weapons he comes with. But eventually I'll get the other guy. But yeah, again, back to this figure. Again, with that hat, it's so funny looking, nicely detailed though. Leading down into the face, cool looking skin tone with the beady red eyes and little Fu Manchu mustache. I think it's kind of funny. But again, nicely painted and well sculpted, you know. It's well done, and I love it. So leading into, again, the cape, goes over his shoulder, and it's like a soft rubbery plastic, and then it has the harness piece that goes over his shoulder, which is also nicely done, which is green, black, and gold. It's like metallic gold on there. It's nice. And then, you know, it gets a little, and then he has these little puffy shoulder guards, which kind of are goofy looking, but they look well on him. And he has some nice gloves. And again, you can see all the nice detail in there. It looks like real cloth and whatnot. But and then leading into, you know, the mid body area with the belt. Again, you got the big gold belt buckle with all these little buttons all around, and the belt, you know, goes all the way around. And to tell you the truth, I think this unclips, and this piece, I'm not sure. It looks like it unclips because there's like a little peg back there. So I don't know if this piece around, like this piece, comes off. I think it does actually. You can see this body under there, but I'm not going to take it off right now. If I decide to take it off, I will take photos and you can check that out. But again, leading into the lower part of the body, this cloth piece goes all the way around him. It's just, again, the soft rubbery plastic, a little bit softer than the cape. It might be the same material or plastic, but I'm not sure. But then you got the nice shading. You can see that in muscle definition. This is a great figure, to tell you the truth. This is a well done figure. I like when they have not just a plain plastic, but when they got some kind of dark shadowing in there to give that muscle definition. It's fantastic. And then going down into the shin guards and boots. Looking pretty sweet. Some nice black and squiggly designs on there. And again, the detailing does not stop up here. It leads down into the boots, and it's cool they kind of added this on the top of just the regular mold. Looks awesome though, I love it. And then, of course, to finalize this, we can just talk about his cape. It looks like it's a one cape slightly over to the shoulder, and it has this little smaller piece up top, which is all blended in with all this stuff. And there's another little buckle on the side there too. What a great figure. I love it. I love how his like headpiece kind of blends into the cape and kind of hides his face a little bit. Great figure. And he does come with some accessories. He doesn't come with any collect and connect pieces, since this is the 7th figure, I think the 7th figure or so, and he comes with just a display stand. So first up, he just comes with a display stand, and pretty simple, pretty generic display stand, but he does have the holes on his feet. And all you want to do is just put the hole on the peg, and then you got a display stand for your figure. But I don't really use those, so it's not really a big thing for me. I'll just put that away in a bag or whatever. But first up, for weapons, we have a whip, which is nicely detailed, really flimsy, and you can see all the detailing on the handle. Looks kind of like a lightsaber with this little hook that goes around his hand, and then it leads down into a metallic looking whip, which is pretty decent, and it's about the same, if not a little slight bit shorter than the actual figure. And again, really flimsy. But all you want to do with this, you can just pop this in his hand, and then you can like kind of have it hugging his hand or whatever. This is how it came in the package, kind of over this side, but you can really do it however you want, you know, totally up to you. But it's cool looking nonetheless. Tickle, 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 tickle. And next up, we have a cool looking sword, which is really flimsy, as you can see. I thought the Transformer ones were flimsy, but this is really flimsy, but nicely detailed nonetheless. It's all silver and green and black. Nice handle there, looks pretty sweet. And you got the little hook thing on the end of the blade there. But again, all you want to do with this, just slide it in his hand, and then you got yourself a cool looking sword, if it's not bent over. That is it for weapons and accessories and all that jazz. Next up, articulation. You guessed it. So for articulation, Steppenwolf's head, it can move side to side and probably 360, but all this cape piece kind of gets in the way. Arms can rotate 360. They can move up and down, in and out at the elbow, and they can move 360 at the bicep. But again, with the knee pieces here and the shoulder pieces, they're just added on to the generic mold that they have. So it's a little bit hindered by the rubbery fluff shoulder guard thing, whatever you want to call it. But down into the elbows, it can move in and out, and 360 at the wrist. Of course, same with the right arm. He can slightly move side to side, but the 360 rotation of the waist is hindered by all the accessory costume pieces he has on. He can slightly, I can move in and out at the torso pretty good, pretty decent. Legs can move in and out side to side. It can move out pretty good, but they're a little bit hindered by his loin cloth. They can move 360 at the lower thigh, in and out at the knee, and they can move in and out at the ankle. Pretty good. That is pretty much it for articulation. You know, you can get him in some decent poses if you want to, but it's totally up to you. Great figure. I love this guy, actually. Okay, so that is pretty much it. I highly recommend you get this figure if you can find him. He is great. I think he's well done, and he looks pretty cool. You know, I like the hat sold me on it. Actually, I kind of like the hat. I'm not sure the artist offhand who designed this, but my friend Adrian told me who it was, and he said it was such a, but it was totally this person's, I guess, art style to create such a hat like this and make it work. So If you like this review, please give this video a thumbs up. Please leave a comment. I love comments. Tell me what you think of this figure. And the next review we're going to take a look at is Kilowog. Okay, so this is Seaspray. Thanks for checking out this video. Share this video with your friends and on Facebook, and definitely subscribe if you haven't already. Alright, I'll catch you guys in the next review. Seaspray is out of here!